Venom is the highest grossing superhero origin movie of all time. Now this story has been shared quite a bit among the comic book movie news websites, but they didn't report it in this way. They simply said Venom has passed Wonder Woman at the box office. And I thought, well, why are they picking out Wonder Woman? What's the big deal? Well, they were trying to troll the DC fans, but there's more to it than that, because last year it was Wonder Woman that became the highest grossing superhero origin movie of all time, and now this year it's Venom, surprisingly, that's broken that record already. So let's see what this article says. It was written by Mark Hughes, with $822+ million counting in its coffers. Venom has nearly $611 million from international markets and $211.7 million in domestic receipts. Last year, Wonder Woman enjoyed a phenomenal theatrical run, including a massive $412.5 million for domestic and $409 million foreign. That combined $821.8 million worldwide box office topped SpiderMan's 2002 gross of $821.7 million, making the Amazon Warrior Princess's first feature film outing the highest grossing superhero origin picture in history. Wonder Woman also amassed the largest North American gross of any superhero origin movie, a record it still holds. Venom's new $822+ million global cum is now the biggest of any superhero origin release, taking the crown from Wonder Woman. Now Mark Hughes, he goes on to talk about how Sony and Marvel Studios got together to get Spider-Man into the MCU, blah blah blah. But this interesting bit down here, I'm going to read out. Kraven the Hunter and Morbius have films in development, and a Venom sequel is inevitable as well. Meanwhile, next year sees the release of Spider-Man Far From Home, which follows immediately after Avengers 4 and gross upwards of $900+ million. So Mark Hughes here, he's already letting the cat out the bag that Spider-Man Far From Home is actually set after the events of Avengers 4.
But Feige has always said,
Thanks for the spoilers. And also, he's already predicting that it's going to make over $900 million worldwide. I'm just surprised that he's so confident. I think Venom has surprised everyone. Nobody expected it to make more than $600 million worldwide. And especially after the Rotten Tomatoes score, you thought, well, these guys are doing their best to sink this movie.
This movie looks like a turd blowing in the wind, my friend.
Whoa! We saw the trailer for Venom, and 48 hours later, I was like, no.
Let's talk about why the Venom movie is a bad idea.
But surprisingly, it just keeps making more money at the box office and more money. And I think it's down to the fact that it just feels like a Phase 1 MCU movie, or even an early 2000 comic book movie. I think the fans, the audiences around the world kind of appreciate it a little bit more than some of the comic book movies that have been coming out in recent years. And this news from Variety a few days ago, Sony dates 2 Marvel movies for 2020. Now one of them obviously the Venom sequel, which I think Sony will fast track. Let's see what it says here. An untitled Sony Marvel project will hit theatres on July 10th, 2020, with an untitled Sony Marvel sequel following on October the 2nd. While no specifics were provided in the studio's announcement, the July project is likely Morbius, starring Jared Leto. We've seen Jared Leto getting ready, shaving off his beard. It goes on to say the character is another villain from the Spidey canon, which will be shepherded by Safe House director Daniel Espinosa. So still a bit early, but those 2 dates have been set by Sony, July 10th and October the 2nd, 2020. We're looking at a Venom sequel, most likely featuring Carnage, because you saw him at the end, Woody Harrelson looking ridiculous in that wig, and definitely Morbius starring Jared Leto. Kraven the Hunter, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm excited. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about Venom breaking that record, plus a Venom sequel and Morbius coming in 2020. Click that like button, share, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Shaker, and I'll catch you later.